Hi Jessica, it's Jackson here at Mark Wahlberg. Just going to do a quick little walkthrough on your 320 that you've selected here. Just show you a little bit on the inside. Very nice unit, in very good shape. It was very clearly well taken care of, and you'll get to see a little bit of that here. And then when you guys get here on Saturday, you'll get a much up closer point of view. It's almost like new on the inside as far as I can tell. So it's start off without any further. Here's a nice wide shot. It has no decal like a lot of the other 320s do. I believe this person must have ordered it like that because it usually has like some kind of little like stripe or something like that. But you've got a blank canvas here that you can do just about anything that you want with. Coming right on up. Got the door open right now, but you can see there's the simple step there that comes on the standard. Folds right up in there. Coming around here to your propane box. You have propane, battery. Your battery disconnect switch is going to be in there as well. They also, on the 21s, this is the last year they did this, they put the front tire or your spare tire up here on the front. It is a standard crank jack, not powered, but they're very easy to deal with. It just takes a second of cranking. Coming over around here on this side, this is what we call the street side. So your driver's side right here. This is where most of your access to your exterior components are going to be. Things like your dump tank, hookups are all going to be over here on this side. This little compartment right here is actually where the little briefcase for your cassette toilet is. It's 16 degrees out here right now, and this door is actually frozen shut. So I can't get it open to show you, but it's super simple. If you're not familiar with a cassette toilet, it literally looks like a small carry-on bag that you take to the airport. Even has a telescoping handle to make it easy to get around, and is basically the exact same size as what you would expect a carry-on bag to be. You do have exterior windows over here. That's the window into your bathroom, and this little dartboard looking thing actually is a screen that will shut, and this will be all white. So when you want some privacy in the bathroom, you have it. Kind of a cool little thing that's unique to New Camp. This window over here is going to be your emergency exit window. In case you ever had a fire and you can't make it 2 feet to the small door, it's required to have an emergency exit, so that would be it. Now this is where all your hookups are going to be. I'm going to kneel down here in the snow. So this right here is where your short power is going to plug into. Very easy, you just plug it right on in. There's a screw collar that comes with it that screws on there, so you have a nice firm hold on your plug, and you don't have to worry about power loss or your cord getting knocked out by someone walking by your trailer. This right here is going to be where most of your plumbing stuff happens. There's a very simple system that's in here that makes it very easy for owners to winterize their own units if they want to. On something as small as this, it's really not hard. A quick YouTube video can teach you how to do it, or you can always just take it to a professional and have it done as well if you don't want to mess with it. Right here in the middle, that's actually exhaust for your Aldi system, and we'll get to that. And then you have an exterior shower here with hot and cold water, and little pull-out hose here. Really good for washing off like campfire dishes or spraying sand or dirt off your feet or shoes or whatever if you guys have a dog. Really good for that as well. Underneath, if you can see that right there, that's where your gray water is going to drain from. So because this doesn't have, a traditional black tank and toilet, it has a cassette toilet. When you go to drain, you're only going to have to worry about the water that comes from your sink. And that's it. So, in your shower. Your sink and shower will drain into your gray tank, and that way you don't have to mess with what we call the stinky slinky. So you'll just have one hose that I'm going to give you guys that'll help you drain that out when you are taking showers and using your sink and whatnot. Here's the rear. Not a whole lot to see. Underneath you can see one of the stabilizer jacks is down. You have two in the rear. With this being so short, you don't need four. The two in the rear plus your tongue jack being down on the ground is going to keep you nice and stable inside of the 320. Working almost all the way around. Right here we've got a couple little doodads. This is 110 power right here for your standard appliances. This will only work when you're plugged into shore power. And then this is actually an attachment so that your table you have on the inside, when you take it out, you can actually attach it right here to the outside. So if you need a little extra table space for campfire or whatever, that's quite handy to be able to move your table from the inside to out. We're gonna come on inside here. I'm gonna see if I can zoom back a little bit. Nope, I cannot. All right, so it's gonna be a tight squeeze in here for me. I'm 6'5", 280. So 320 is out of my league personally. I love this one, but I'm just too tall and too big for this. So we'll start up here in the galley. Appliances all look like they're brand new. I'm not sure that the person who used this ever even actually cooked. You can see 2-burner stovetop right here. The stainless is all still like sparkling. I really am not sure that they ever actually even used this stovetop. Either that or our team's like really good at getting it cleaned up. But anyway, 2 burners, propane, nice and simple. You can see this rack is a little bit bigger, makes it nice and easy to use a bigger pan if you need to. And then when the grate is down, it effectively serves as some extra countertop space for you. Standard sink, hot and cold water. You've got a couple of storage cubbies up here. They're not too deep, about as deep as my hand, but good for cooking utensils, spices, that kind of stuff immediately comes to mind. You have more storage up here behind this. I love this like little route that they did with the New Camp logo. They don't do that anymore. I wish they did. I'm a wood guy for sure, and I really think that's actually really cool. Also, you have a nice screen door that will close. So if you want to keep your door open and not run your AC and get some airflow in there, having that screen is really, really cool. And it's super simple, very easy to slide in and out. Your 12-volt fridge here. It's pretty good size for the size of the trailer. You do have a little mini fridge space up here with the world's smallest ice cube tray. About good for maybe 1 cocktail, I think, but you know, you can adapt. Coming over here to some of the cabinetry. This is one thing that I really like about New Camps. They actually kind of started this, and a lot of other manufacturers have gone this way. These little push button locks will keep it so you're not snagging your pants or anything else on the handles while they're out of the way. And when they're pushed in, they actually also lock this, so it cannot open until you hit that and pull it right open. All your manuals are stacked up in there for right now. You can see underneath of here, you've got 110 power and also 12-volt power with USBs. I'd probably put myself like a little coffee maker underneath here and plug it right into my 110 power. More storage underneath this one, and it is all just wide open for whatever you'd want. They have very heavy duty hinges on these doors too, so you never have to worry about those breaking at all. This kind of hardware that's on here is actually the same kind of hardware, especially like drawer slides and hinges that my dad builds cabinets in $1 million homes, and this is all the same kind of stuff that he uses in his work that he does. So anyway, another little drawer here. We'll move over to the 3-piece wet bath. As you can see, you got a little bit of everything. You got your toilet, sink back here. The sink handle is going to function as your shower head. And then also, nice little mirror if you need to use a little bit of a mirror. You can kind of sit right here on the toilet as you're doing your makeup, which lends itself to some jokes for sure, but I'll let you cover that. That's about it for the inside of the wet bath. There's no curtain or anything because it's all completely sealed off, insulated. Any water that's going to be run out of here, except for from the toilet, it's going to go down your drain there or down your drain in there into your gray tank. And then when you're needing to empty your gray tank, you'll be able to do that quickly and easily. So I got some of these cushions pulled up and rearranged over here right now, just to kind of show you what's over here. This underneath of here, this is on a hinge and lifts up, but you got components underneath of there. I'll give you a little peek. It's a bunch of wires and stuff, not for storage. All of your cushions also have little bits of Velcro attached to them too. You can see right there and there. It's going to hold your cushions up so you don't have to fool around messing with them too much. On the opposite side here of your cushion, you actually do have a little bit of storage. This is harder with one hand in a glove than I anticipated, so sorry about the shaky cam. You do have a good amount of storage underneath here, just right over the wheel well. There's nothing really to worry about as far as components or wires that you're going to mess up by storing things down there. All right, your table here consists of 3 parts. You have a vertical arm, a horizontal arm, and then the tabletop itself. The tabletop is used in making your bed from the U-shaped configuration here into more of a full bed. It will go down. These cushions are going to scoot forward and meet each other from both sides, and then you have the full bed. And it's a lot easier to convert into that than a lot of other bed systems where you'd have to change from the dinette to the bed every night. It's one of the things I do like about the 320. Over here, this is your about $600 cover with its own case as well. So that was quite nice that the previous owners included that. Function of your table moves around in all kinds of different ways. That's the benefit of having it in three-way right here. So you could have food right here like this. I call this the Battleship configuration because I can see myself playing Battleship with your pieces here and here. And then on the back, you can see I got your loungers down right now. And these are the easiest to convert loungers that you are going to find. And nuCamp actually did a really good job engineering these because they're just absolutely so easy. A lot of these are usually a pain in the butt to deal with. But to change it into a couch style configuration, you simply just pull up on that little ledge right there on the fabric loop, and then you've got these into a bed configuration. Very comfortable to sit down in. And then when you want to put them back down, there's no lever or release that you have to deal with. You just pull it the rest of the way forward. The ratchet releases and it falls right back into place. No muss, no fuss. Super, super easy. Coming back here behind your, I guess it would be like your headboard area, you can stash stuff up on top of this, and then, or alternatively, you have storage down in here as well. And 12 volt in USB power over there, and then you have 110 power over here as well. You do have, sorry, like I said, this is a tight squeeze for me because I'm a big guy. You do have reading lights on both sides with their own little individual switches. Some nice speakers for your Jensen sound system that is basically plug and play. You can Bluetooth to it. It's going to get AM, FM radio. You can even plug in your own devices into it if you want and play your music through all the speakers that are in here. More cabinet space. A little bit above both sides. Now these are actually like really cool hardware too. You can see this is what it looks like from the underneath, but if you try to just pull it, it doesn't open. This little latch actually, you just grab it from the inside with your hand. Let me show that again because I don't think I got that. Handle's like right here. You just pull on it and it comes right open. Now this is also really good for when you're driving down the road. You don't have to worry about your cabinets coming open and your stuff spilling all over the place. A little bit more storage over here. You do have the two-way fan here, so when you have this open, there's a couple different speed settings on it. It can blow in, it can bring air to blow in, it can suck hot air out, which is very useful when you're cooking, and super easy to open too. Just twist the little doodad and you are open. And these fans will move a whole lot of air, super high volume of air, in and out of your trailer really quickly. So if you're boondocking and you can't use your AC, you leave your screen door open over on your main door, get this blowing, and you'll be pulling air through here like a pro. A little bit more storage up here. The TV is on a nifty little swivel, comes out in two directions. So if you're in a weird position on the bed, you can adjust the TV to wherever you need it to be. I want to talk about the windows real quick too, because this is another thing that I really like that nuCamp kind of started. You've got like several different options for your windows. So right now it's closed. Very easy, simple to open. These guys just flip right on out. You open it, and then that little spool right there, you turn to tighten it to adjust how far open you want your window. You can't do it with one hand though, but it's very simple. Moving on to the screen, this is actually the part that I was saying that I really like. So you got a couple options. If you want it completely, you can leave your window open and have screen down. Alternatively, if you don't want to have anybody bugging you, you've got full blackout shade there. Or if you want to do a little bit of both, they actually latch into each other. So you say, okay, well, I want a little bit of natural light in, but I don't want people to see me laying in bed. There's a million different ways you can go with this one. And it's the same on all three of your windows too. They all have that same screen system, including up here in the front too. Coming up here, this is your Aldi system, which is the best combined heater and hot water heater on the market. It's very fancy in the way that it works. It's hydronic heat, which means that it's not like a dry heat. It's not going to be a dry heater blowing through your house like you would have like an electric one in your house when it's cold. What it actually does is heats up a fluid called glycol and basically does like a radiant heat type of deal. So if you are running your heat in here, you're not going to wake up like feeling all dried out, you know, no bloody noses in the middle of the night. It's a nice, moist, very soothing kind of heat. It's the way that most of the manufacturers are going these days. So Aldi's a name that you'll see in a lot of the more high quality trailers. So that's basically the walkthrough of everything. And as you can see, we'll kind of get a bit of a close-up on the upholstery here. I can't find a busted stitch anywhere or a single stain. It all looks very good, very nice. Everything's working properly. I love the stain on the cabinetry here. That's a personal preference, of course, but it's really about it. Sorry for it being so long. Like I said, I like to be as thorough as possible, but you'll know what you're getting into when you get here. And you know, we'll go through all these things step by step, exactly how everything works, especially like that Aldi system, safety when it comes to hooking up your trailer and leveling, and we'll talk you through everything that you need so that you'll be well prepared for your first trip with Caroline. So if you have any other additional questions, just text them to me, call, email, whatever you need to do, and I'll take care of it for you, okay? Have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to meeting you on Saturday. Bye.